Hello, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to another Naked and Famous Denim Day. It is. What day is it? It is Saturday morning for me. Friday evening for most of you. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope many of you are ending your week. I'm starting my weekend. Let's get it done right. We'll let the room populate here for a minute, but it's nice to see many friendly faces in here. Let me know. I see a little yellow error on my screen. Let me know if everything is streaming all right. Yeah, if there's any problems, let me know. But I think the stream's going okay. But if there's a problem, let me know. I'll see what I can do to fix that. But I don't think I haven't changed any settings from last time. Everything seems good here. Okay, fantastic. All right. Well, let's start that intro again. Anyways, my name is Bezad. I am Naked and Famous Denim. I'm from Naked and Famous Denim. It is still early morning for me. Gotta get wakened up with some coffee here. All right. Hello, everybody from wherever you are in the world. I am streaming live from Yokohama, Japan. We've got the regular crew is in here. We've got the Moore from Washington, D.C. Fossil Draws in here from Long Beach, New York. Hello from Normandy, Mr. Overlord, 14,000. Let me know where you guys are from. Let's see how international this live stream can get. And let's start the stream off with hitting that like button, everybody. The more likes we get on these videos, it helps people discover us, especially while we're live. So it helps other people who might be looking for denim-related content find our live streams. And, it makes the party even bigger. Today, we've got a couple of things, but I've got two things. I'll show you guys a little bit later, but I've got two Fall Winter 22 fabric samples. They just arrived in yesterday. I'm going to be showing them off. One of them, they're both pretty exciting, but I think one of them you guys are going to be very, very excited for, and that is the new Elephant denim. So the Elephant 11 or the Elephant XI. I don't know, what should we call it? We'll see. But the new Elephant denim is here. I'm going to show that off later in the live stream. We'll answer your questions. We'll talk about what's been going on with us. And we'll see how this party gets going. Regina Bueno Bra. I definitely screwed that up. Hello from Seattle. Hello. Area 51 GR. Hello from Montreal. Bonjour and bienvenue, mon ami, mes amis. All my friends, all my denim friends are here. Francisco Michael. He's got that strawberry milk denim. Strap in, guys. Do we have the strawberry milk denim here? We have the sample. Man, my brain is in a lot of different seasons. We have the strawberry milk denim. We showed that off. Did I show it off last week? I don't even remember. Will there be a Boxing Day sale? I missed the Black Friday sale. All right, so we'll start with that. Let's start with what's been going on in our world. As you guys know, we launched the Matrix collection day today. So that launched today. Tete and Yoko and Naked Famous Denim NYC launched at 11 a.m. this morning. We were up until like 2 o'clock in the morning. Anyways, getting all that stuff set up and online and ready. So thanks to everybody who was able to get a pair. I hope you enjoy them, and I'm looking forward to seeing your unboxing and your reaction posts online. So if you get a pair, post it up online. We'll definitely share your feelings and your excitement and all that stuff with the community. So we're definitely looking for that. Also, after this live stream, Risa and I are going to go watch the new Matrix movie. So the Matrix movie launched in Japan last night, but we were still technically in quarantine, so we were not allowed to leave our our home. It was our last day of our 2-week quarantine, so we're free as of today. So we're going to enjoy our freedom and watch the new Matrix movie. Regina Buonabrera, how are the Matrix jeans selling? I'd say we sold about 50%. Today we sold as much as the Jason denim did in one day. But of course we had 2 jeans to release. So, we didn't do a complete sellout. I know those jackets sold out super fast. Some sizes are gone already. But I think over the weekend, the next couple of days, you're going to start to see some more shortages here and there. So if there's something you've been waiting on, don't delay. But yeah, it's been a very successful launch for us. I'm very happy with the way everything turned out, and I'm excited for you guys to get the jeans in hand. I got my pairs. They're the pairs I wore in the video. That's the thumbnail. No, wait, that was the start of the video. Anyways, so I got the falling code, and I've got the free wilt. In the video, they're a little big on me, unfortunately. So they're both Easy Guy 32s, and I'm usually an Easy Guy 32, but I think maybe I'm losing a little bit of weight finally. So these were you could tell they were a little bit big on me in the video. I could have sized down or went with a different fit on these. So I don't know if I'm going to be, I only wore them for the video. I'm probably going to send them back to HQ, and those will get put into inventory at some point. But I didn't get a chance to snag my size. Maybe I'll do that down the line. But I wanted to wear this to the movie today. But they're a touch too big, I find. Which one are you wearing in the film? L was here, says, yeah, I wanted to wear the falling code, but it's a little big. I could probably pull it off, but I think they're just, once they stretch and everything, I think they're already big. Like I can pull them off my waist without effort. So yeah, I needed to size down. I didn't follow my own advice, and when I asked the office to send me some pairs, I just said send me Easy Guy 32, and I should have consulted the measurement guide. See, even pros make mistakes. But yeah, Fossil Draws. Bayside probably lost a few pounds in quarantine. No question about it. I definitely lost some weight in quarantine. I have not been junk fooding as much. I would say even in the past 2 months since we went back to Canada, because when we were in Canada, we're working a lot in the warehouse. We were doing a lot of physical stuff, and eating consistent meals, and the lack of eating consistent meals, and the physical labor. I lost some weight there, and then coming back, I just haven't been snacking so much, which probably good for me. So I think that also helped reduce my size a little bit. Dangerous Macau. Sorry if I screwed that up. I need a size 44 Easy Guy, the Matrix Falling Code Selvedge. Do you have one in store? Maybe. No. On Tate and Yoko, what sizes you see online are what sizes we have available. The same thing on Naked Famous Denim NYC. So if you don't see the size, it means we don't have it, unfortunately. But just like my situation where I thought I needed a 32, consult that measuring guide. You might find that the measurements for a 42 or even a 40 or something might actually suit the measurements that you need. So measure a pair of jeans that you own and compare them to the measurement chart and double check. I've had a couple of customers, I've been in customer service land a little bit more in the last couple of days, just answering a bunch of questions that come through on our end. So I've been dealing with a lot of questions, and I've had a lot of sizing questions I dealt with, and there was one customer that I was trying to help, which I hope I helped. Anyways, I sent them a response. I didn't hear back, but they were looking for sizing advice, and they were looking for a size 35. They said, "Do you guys make tag size 35?" And I said, "Well, we don't, but just because we don't make a 35 doesn't mean we don't have a size for you." And I think it's obvious that there's still a misconception out there that your tag size is your size, and that your tag size should always be your size across, any brand, any fit, anything like that. And, because there is no, international standard when it comes to sizing clothing, every brand sizes their products differently. So the only standard is the actual measurement. So you should always pay attention to the measurements more so than the tag size. Now, the tag size is a good reference. That's where you should That's where you probably may be. But you know, depending on the composition, depending on the weight of the fabric, there could be variations. Also, the fact that our products are they're you know, handmade. I mean, they're not like literally sewn by hand, but you know, these are people operating the machines. The cutting is done by hand. I can tell you that much. Is there a guy with a giant saw who's, you know, chopping through layers of fabric? So there's always going to be variations between production lots, between productions. You know, the MIJ versus the made in Canada stuff, because those are different factories. They have different, you know, ways of sewing, different ways of doing their production. So there's always going to be variations there. So the measurement guide is your friend. I know it can be annoying. I know, but that's the best way to avoid trouble. And like me, you know, I need to take my own advice sometimes. Mick Overlord 14,000. I often wondered why some of your walls are not painted. Oh, I like it like this. That's why. It's concrete. I don't know. It looks cool. I think it looks nice. Just my style. Did you send Keanu a set? I don't know Keanu, and I probably wouldn't send him. You know, just out of the blue. If we became friends and you know, we were homies, then maybe I'd give him a gift. But that would be a gift from me to Keanu, but not a gift from the brand. I think you know, you know our stance on that type of thing. You know, we don't do the celebrity endorsement type of stuff. But you know, if you're a friend of the brand or things like that, then those are certainly different things. But you know, just sending celebrities stuff in hopes that they'll wear it or promote it, that's not really our aim. Okay. Right W5. I ordered some secondhand Dirty Fade Selvedge in Skinny Guy. I usually get Weird Guy. So this is an experiment to see if I can wear Skinny Guy. I think if your thighs aren't big, then you can certainly, you know, cross between Weird Guy and like Super Guy or Skinny Guy fits. The Skinny Guy, Super Guy, it's pretty slim in the thighs. I can get into them. I'm just, yeah, I can still get into them. I just prefer larger fits now. I'm all about comfort, and I need to be comfortable all the time. You know, when you're younger, I find that you can. I'm also not as slim as I used to be, so you know, wearing things that are you know, cumbersome on my thighs, you know, it starts to feel you know, uncomfortable after a while. So I definitely need the room. But when I was younger and I was skinnier, yeah, it didn't matter what how I felt in anything. It was always how I looked and everything. But I think there's certainly a way that you can balance both of those things. Somebody's asking for the Matrix film. You watching it on the big screen? I am. We are. We're going to the movie theater today. Riley O'Brien, Bezad, shout out to my brother at Mr. Adam King. Shout out to my brother-in-law, Mr. Adam King, who I gave a pair of the Black Power stretch to, and he looks absolutely fire in them. He loves them. Thank you for the great quality product. You are welcome, sir. And I hope Mr. Adam King enjoys those jeans very much, as he says he does. Mr. Overlord 14,000. I think it would be nice to make a video to describe the whole process from idea to getting the fabric to cutting it in Canada until it gets on the shelves. I agree. There's a lot of videos I wish we could make. I need someone who's a lot more creative and talented than me to do those kinds of things. You don't know. I stutter. I mean, you know, because you watch me on these live streams. I stutter a lot. My brain isn't. I think the words come out faster than my brain can put them out. I don't know. I've got. Even when I write emails, I have to be very careful because I miss words. I certainly have some kind of problem, but even like typo, like you'll see in the email blast, sometimes there's typos, and I'm like, oh, they might, but it's me. It's 100% me, and I'm aware of this, and I just have to be very conscious of it. But when I make videos, it's very difficult for me to do those. I have to do each sentence I do. I have to do like 3 or 4 takes because there's always ums and ahs and pops and, you know, things that reduce the flow of that video. So a 3 or 4 minute video takes hours for me to, film. Like we film, all the B-roll, all that stuff, film all the dialogue. I have to write a script. And so doing a full length, like proper documentary style video, I couldn't do it. I definitely couldn't do it. I would need someone's help with that. But I want to do it. We're right now, I know Brandon's talking to a couple people in Montreal. But I would really like somebody in-house. If somebody in-house was our video person, that would be ideal. Then we could really, somebody who, like, not only like someone who's creative, talented, and just loves denim and wants to make denim related videos all day. Like that's the person I need. And as much as I like making the videos, I just think it's hard for me and it takes up a lot of my time. And I know that they're not like the best videos in the world. There's a lot of YouTubers that make much more interesting videos than I can ever make. So yeah, I want to have somebody who can do that. And if there is somebody who can do that, who's in the Montreal area or wants to be, let us know. Speaking of, also, I'm going to just throw another shout out there. If there's anybody in the Montreal area or wants to be in the Montreal area, we're always looking for warehouse staff, Tate and Yoko staff. We're always looking for great talent. And if you're a raw denim nerd, you're 50% of the way there. So if you're looking for a job in the denim industry, the raw denim industry, we're always looking. So reach out to me, get us your resume, and we'd love to hear from you. But yeah, creatives, especially video people, we'd love to have you. Right, W5 writes, like how it's made, but cooler. There was actually a Canadian production called Style Factory. I don't know if that program is on anymore, but they actually did a thing on our factory. So we were on Canadian television. There was they did a whole segment on us on like how a pair of jeans is made from start to finish. I actually have the clip, but I don't know if I could put it on YouTube. There might be some copyright stuff for it. I'm not sure. I can try and ask them. I don't know if the program is on anymore. I don't know if they would even claim it if we put it up. I don't want to get into any trouble. You know me, I like to avoid trouble. But there was one, and I'll see if I can put it up. If not, at some point, we should make a full, kind of documentary from fabric development, trip to Japan. I'm here, but to Brandon would come and travel, and when I was living in Canada, we'd come here a couple times a year. To sampling, selling, receiving the fabric, making the jeans, all the stuff involved with making the jeans, shipping them out, the whole process. Like, it is even just the logistics. Like, once we get the production into our warehouse, like, we have to separate, stock that inventory on the shelves, separate it for all the orders that need to go out. There's customers that, they're just so, in the industry side of things, there's customers that are called terms customers, and these are customers that you basically have credit with, and you extend credit to them, and you send them the goods, and then they pay you, within 30 days, 60 days, whatever it is. And then there's other customers who don't have the same types of credit terms. They got to pay in advance. So once the orders are ready, you're collecting payments for them. So all the challenges that come with just collections, making sure that you get paid for the products that you send out. People rip us off. People scam. There's always people like that. So there's the challenges with that, and at every level, logistics, accounts payable, product knowledge seminars, making sure that the staff know what they're dealing with when they got it. It's a whole production. Could you get in contact with Michael from Iron Snail for cinematography help? I was talking to Michael last night, and I was telling him that our audience here on YouTube definitely want to have him on the show. So I was talking to him about that, and I'm going to schedule a time for guest appearance Michael from the Iron Snail to be on our live stream, maybe in the next couple of weeks. So I'll just figure that out with him. But I think it's going to take a little bit more than cinematography help. Michael is a filmmaker. That's why his videos are so good. He's studied this craft. He's very good at storytelling and creating this type of content. So it would require somebody like him or him to be there to do that type of work. This isn't something somebody gives me a few tips and all of a sudden I'm going to be a filmmaker. I'm better. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, if ums and ahs are in there, like live, I'm okay. But I always find if I'm making an informative video, the ums and ahs seem quite distracting. And I don't know. Maybe to alleviate my difficulties with creating content, maybe some of those ums and ahs can stay in there, and I could put out videos faster. But it all depends on whether or not you want to listen to somebody stuttering all the time. Fran Iglesias, Bezad, the Denim Samurai in 10 years will be known as the Selvedge Wizard. 10 years will be known as the Selvedge Wizard. Well, I got the hair for it, and I'm graying pretty nicely. So, I will be there. I will be the Selvedge Wizard one day once this is all gray. I got pretty long hair. I don't know if you guys have seen it in the videos and stuff, but yeah, it goes down to my waist. Fossil Draws, I appreciate that these streams aren't just advertising. These feel more like a podcast about denim with cool community watching. I agree. For me, I just want to put out denim information and let everybody know kind of, what goes on behind the scenes, answer your questions. A lot of the stuff I talk about, yeah, of course, it's Naked Famous Denim related, but this is also just denim related stuff in general. And I just remember being that young person on the internet and looking for information about jeans, denim, vintage denim production, all that. I was just curious. I wanted to know all this stuff, and there wasn't a resource for that. So now that I have that information, I want to share it with everybody as best I can. I am not the best article writer or things like that. So talking about it is my best form of sharing that information. So I'm glad that we have a platform like this that we can do this kind of thing. James Seitz, any of my DC people been to the Billie Jeans Denim Workshop and SE? He just mentioned scams. This place seems out of place and still haven't seen them open that shop, but they claim to have Naked Famous Denim. Yeah, there's Billie Jeans is like, we sell to them. Oh my God, I forget his name. He's a very nice guy. The guy who runs it. But yeah, they carry, they don't have the widest selection of Naked Famous Denim or anything like that. But I feel bad. I forget his name. He's a very, very nice guy. Anyways, they're all right. They're all right. The hair fade is great. Yeah, I'm getting a really good hair fade. It's coming in strong. Mr. Overlord 14,000, I understand if you don't want to answer, but besides Naked Famous Denim, which company makes great jeans in your opinion? The Unbranded brand. Check out the Unbranded brand. Great jeans, great value. C. Sanchez, new Kasuri with green cast and red cast threads. New Kasuri with green cast and red cast threads. Interesting. That could be something. A green cast, red cast denim mix. Like, half the warp yarns. I wonder what that would look like. That's not a bad idea.
Would that mess it up in a way that it just doesn't look like anything?
Yeah, I wonder if it would be noticeable. I wonder what that would look like. That's actually an interesting concept. See, I like our audience. They got good ideas. Risa's just in the corner here. She's gonna pop in a second. Oh, yeah. Well, whenever you're ready. Yeah, Risa's gonna make an appearance soon. The Beast 2500. I knew that unbranded brand answer was coming. Of course. Okay. James cites, okay, I have to check them out, but the store hours are so weird. That I don't know about. Yeah. Vince Chan. Oh, unbranded 21-ounce red weft, so good. Yeah, the unbranded 21-ounce red weft was a fantastic jean. We have yet to re-release any of our special edition unbrandeds. I don't know if we ever will. But that one was a good one, that's for sure. Francisco, Michael, do you have a sample of the Golden Hour? Did I remember the name correctly? Yes, the Golden Hour Slub stretch. So this was in sampling world. Before we came up with the name, it was called the Natural Indigo Slub Stretch because it had natural indigo color with our Slub Stretch Selvedge. But we gave it a proper name with the Golden Hour Slub Stretch Selvedge, and I've got it here. So that's it. You can see it's got that great natural indigo tone, and even just in the light here, you can see. Sorry, the metering, the color is doing some funny stuff, but yeah, wow. Sorry, the camera is doing a weird thing with the color. I'm trying to balance the tone a little bit. If you can see that. It's just on like auto, so it's just super saturated when I put this up. Unless I put my hand there, so you can kind of see it. And you can see, just how streaky and flamey this denim is just from me holding it up. So, especially after it fades, you're going to see a lot more character in this fabric. James Cardenas, any plans on new stores in Austin? Hello from San Antonio. Any plans on new stores? Austin. I would like to open in Austin. I think Austin is a great place to be. I think it's a lot of people are going there. It's a very happening place. We have a great retail partner right now there called Service Menswear. They've been around for they were one of the first shops to ever support Naked Famous Denim. We've been with them since almost the very beginning. I think once things open up again, we're going to be looking into the next Naked and Famous Denim store. So we'll see. I like the idea of Austin. I think Brandon likes the idea of Los Angeles. It could be one, it could be both. Who knows? That'll definitely happen down the line. Oh man, another store to manage. It's a lot of stuff going on. Brandon Maggs writes, I'm 6 feet tall and pretty skinny. What size should I get in the UB 901 jacket? I wear a large in a Levi's trucker. Well, that doesn't give me a lot of information. Height, I would probably need your weight in order to even try to guesstimate that. But your best bet, as always, is to take that Levi's trucker that you have, measure it, and compare it to the measurement charts on our website. And that way you can get a good idea of what size would fit you best. Can we get some MIJ 2022 info or too early? It's too early because I don't have it. We don't have it planned yet. It's still in the works. So give us some time and we'll get, as soon as I have info, you'll have the info. And look who it is. It's the lovely Risa
Snowy.
and Snowy the cat. Good boy. Area 51 GR. Do you have a warehouse in Saint Laurent, Montreal? Looking for something part-time in the mornings. Yeah, our warehouse is in the Chabanel area. We are right on Saint Laurent. So if you're looking for mornings, send us a message. Send me a DM on Instagram, and we can set you up with an interview. No problem. Bay Area. Who's in the Bay Area right now? Maple Street Denim. Up in there's Slash Denim.
Berkeley.
Yeah, Slash Denim in Berkeley. There's another shop up the street. I forget what they're called. They opened a new location and it's in Berkeley as well.
Oh.
I forget. But yeah, if in the Bay Area, Maple Street Denim and Slash Denim have a great assortment for you. But also check out our store locator because we update that pretty often. It's
very hard to keep up.
Yeah. Stores come and go, and then it's mostly accurate. But yeah, it's we update it every now and then. So sometimes there might be a shop that isn't listed. But we are like in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be in our fall winter 22. We're going to be selling the fall winter 22 collection to our retail partners. So we're going to be showing that stuff off. So as we do that, we tend to check in with them to make sure that they're on our sales on our store locator, and so it kind of gets updated that way as well. James Seitz writes, yes, the more is just in the area with no foot traffic. Just in the area, no foot traffic for our type of customers. I love that they have a store in SE, but the hour is not great. I tried going in twice, closed both times during open hours. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
SE.
I'm not sure. Okay. Well, anyways, that was a comment that I don't know about. When are you guys going to do the spring summer video? The spring summer video is actually done. So the preview video is done. We just want to get the website updated a little bit so you can look at the video and then you can go and look at products, after you're done that video. But we'll see. And there's still some photography that isn't quite done yet. So we might release that video early. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Francisco Michael, can you spill those naughty denim beans about the giveaways next week? Oh. Yeah. I can't because I haven't decided what it's going to be. I have remembered to remember doing something. I just don't know what we're going to do yet. So, one thing that you'll notice that if we ever did a documentary about the production of, a jean at Naked Famous Denim, there's a lot of flying by the seat of our pants type of stuff.
100%.
Yeah.
A lot of things just
have to materialize at the last minute, and then we do it, and it's pretty incredible.
Certain things takes months and months. We're planning spring 23 next.
Yeah.
So we're ahead a certain a bunch, and then certain things just the day before. Yeah,
it's because sometimes we make a sample, but and the sample's fine for showing, but it's not the proper sample for production. So you need to get your product photography done. So the only way you can get your product photography done at that point is to wait for the production to come in, and then the production comes in, and we're supposed to release it on a certain date. So you have to get the photos done, you have to get the social media content done, you have to get a video done, you have to do all this stuff in 2 or 3 weeks, and it's just boom, 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 and yeah, measurements done, everything. It's just.
Yeah, everything happens at the amount of stuff that happens at the last minute. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's I'm very proud of the fact that we can, the level that we produce, a release with the amount of time we have to do it sometimes.
It actually helps that we have weekly releases so that we don't we know what our priorities are. Instead of having the whole collection all be ready to release at one point, and it's that's stressful.
Oh yeah. Fossil Jaws, I remember. I want a coffee table book of just pictures of denim with funny Bezad quotes.
Oh, that's a lot of work.
I remember. What's another one that I say to Brandon all the time? Definitely, probably, or something like that. I say that all the time. It's probably definitely gonna happen. Probably definitely, huh? Yeah, it's probably definitely gonna happen. What's your favorite last minute story? You know what the best last minute stories are? When we have to go to Paris. Because Paris is usually the first trade show, and
we leave at night at the end of the day from Montreal.
Yeah. So we'll work a full day, and then at the end of the day, we'll go to the airport, and then we'll fly to Paris, and that's a 6-hour flight from Montreal. And then when you land, it's 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. or something like that. and then you go through customs, all that stuff. You get out of the airport. That takes a few minutes, and then you get into a cab that takes you into Paris. That takes about an hour and a bit because the traffic is a nightmare in the morning. So
Yeah.
And then we drive right to the venue, set up the trade show, and then start the trade show. No sleep, no nothing. And then oftentimes, the last samples arrive the morning before we fly. So like we're getting the very, very last samples. We have to photograph them to make sure that
in the
they're
afternoon before we fly, like at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, we gotta go in like 2 hours.
and
like,
we have to photograph all the stuff. Put all the photographs on our line sheets. So
Yeah. What is that day like?
That's always
from the
a rough
morning
day.
till like the next day is incredible.
It's like a 48, 50 hour shift because after the show, we got to go to dinner. And especially if you're traveling to Paris in the summertime, the sun doesn't go down until like 11 p.m. or something like that. So like you're done the show at like 6, 7, but your brain is like, it is still sunny. It's still daylight outside. So you're not really sleepy and you've got the adrenaline pumping just because you've been working all day and you've had like 8 coffees just to keep you awake. But yeah, it's, Regina Buonobra. That Paris schedule sounds brutal. Yeah, it's something.
Remember last time we were like arriving into the venue from the airport, like in a taxi?
Yeah.
And then you got sick of the taxi.
Oh, yeah.
And it just like
Oh, yeah.
made it to the
that was
venue, like right.
Yeah, the
at the right
very
time.
last Paris show we did, right, January 2020. We did the full day at work, go to the airport, fly, get into the, all that stuff. We get into the cab and like halfway through the cab ride, I'm starting to feel a little motion sickness. And I'm just like, I just don't feel good at all. And I'm getting woozy. And, the thing about Paris traffic is like you'll go 5 meters and like then you'll be stuck for 10 minutes. And then you'll go 2 meters and you'll be and like I can see on the Google Maps that like the venue is just right around the corner. But it took us like a good, 15, 20 minutes to round this corner. And I'm like, I'm going to be sick. And, as soon as we get to the venue, I throw open the door. I run into the washroom. I, have a moment for myself. I collect myself, throw some water on my face. Good to go. Like started hanging stuff on the racks and had ourselves another day. But yeah, that is a brutal schedule, and it's a schedule that I feel like it's a rare breed of human that understands that.
Well, before the Paris show and right now or before the COVID, it was just Paris, and then we take we go home before we go to New York.
Yeah.
Before that time, there was Paris and Berlin. Right.
No, but Paris and New York are usually back to back still.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paris, because right after Paris, we'll go to New York, and then we'll do 3 days in Paris.
Was it Berlin?
It was
Paris?
Berlin.
I don't remember.
Yes, it was Berlin before Paris. So it would be a Berlin, Paris, New York.
Yeah. The whole string of events was like much longer before because we had to go to another show.
Yeah. But even still, like we do this, I guess, at the Paris show on the last day, we can take the show, take down everything, go back to the hotel, go to sleep, and then in the morning fly to New York and do the same thing all over again. Yeah. Usually we'll arrive in the morning. No, we usually arrive on setup day, which is a day before the first day.
Yeah. But like last time, I think when we did that, like we had to leave Paris the day before the end day.
Yeah.
We had to leave Brandon
alone in Paris.
Collect the samples at the end of the show because we had to set up in New York.
Yeah.
So it's just
Yeah. But before that there was Berlin. And so, you do Berlin, and I remember one time we had to do a Berlin show. So we were there for 3 days, and the Paris show was starting the next day. So what happened was the trade show that we were attending, they were doing the show in Berlin and in Paris. So there was a lot of brands that were doing both shows, and it's like, how are we going to get from one show to the other show? So they actually chartered us, like they got us a chartered plane. And
that was the year before me.
Yeah, it was right before Risa's time. So we had like this private jet of like all fashion people, and it was a pretty hilarious flight. But yeah, we left Berlin, got to Paris at like, I don't know, some crazy hour in the morning. Went to the hotel, slept for like an hour, and went back to the venue and set it up and started the day there. But that was a pretty. I say that this schedule is pretty common in fashion circles.
I would imagine so. Yeah. Remember that one time that we went to Paris and the venue didn't open for setup for another, few hours, and our hotel didn't let us in because it was still early morning. And we just had, we were,
wandering the streets. And
we had, we were able to leave the bags, big bags. But, Paris, it's not secure. So it's just, we were lagging or, still valuables. And we had to kill time at McDonald's. Yeah,
it was a very rough trip. I remember that trip being exceptionally rough. And I was so annoyed. And the worst, oh, man. So I was very annoyed at that trip because everything that bad could happen was happening. And as we were leaving the hotel, going to the airport, we get an Uber, we call for an Uber XL or whatever it was. And the guy comes and it's a small car, so we can't get all the luggage in. So I got to call a second car. The second car shows up, Risa leaves. And as soon as I'm getting into the car, a bird just took a dump on my head. And I'm just this was just the icing on the cake of this trip. It was I'm going to the airport now. Now I got bird poo in my hair. I can't go back into the hotel to wash off. So I'm just doing the best I can. It was the worst. That was terrible. Mason Brando writes, do high fashion designers appreciate your work? Do high fashion design? I don't know. I mean, I don't know any high fashion designers. I think people in our realm appreciate us.
I think, not directly, but whatever we develop with these denim companies, mills, and, they have that as an archive, as stuff that they did in collaboration with us. And then, I know that some designers would come in to develop their denim, and they look at all those things that we did. Because it's interesting. Yeah, the mills sometimes tell us that, such and such brand, top high-end luxury brands, the biggest ones. They're like, they were here and they really liked your denim. They were asking about your denim. So I get the sense that whoever is designing denim for those teams appreciate the kind of stuff that we do. At these trade shows, the thing is, you get to meet a lot of people from different brands, and it's always fun that, the design team from some, big brand or, comes over and you're talking denim and man, I really love, the stuff that you do. I wish we were allowed to do that kind of thing. So, I think there's appreciation, from other denim designers out there for the kind of stuff that we do. So, I guess the answer is yes. But as far as do high fashion designers, I mean, I guess the top guys, I mean, I don't know if, Karl Lagerfeld gives a crap about what we do. I don't think he's alive anymore. Is he? Maybe he's dead.
Maybe he died. I don't know. Can you re-release Sashiko Pants, please? All right.
I can imagine that coming back.
Can see that. Bird crap on you is for luck, man. I don't know. I
think that's what people say to make you feel better.
I don't think so. I think that was Paris telling me to get the F out of here. We've had enough of you. Yeah. This is what Paris thinks of you right now. The thing about Paris is that there's this imaginary kind of vision of what Paris is, and then you get to Paris and it's Paris is not like that at all.
It is actually a syndrome that what is it called? Paris syndrome.
It might be called Paris syndrome, but it's a Japanese thing.
In Japan, we all know about this disappointing feeling of, this amazing, gorgeous, romantic image of Paris, and you get there, and I mean, there's some parts like that, obviously,
Sure, yeah.
but then you see the reality of dirtiness, pee everywhere,
Yeah.
garbage, all that, and you just kind of get disappointed in the expectation that you got was,
Yeah, it's a much grittier city than you think.
Yeah.
And like when you go to New York, you know what you're getting. You know what I mean? Like there's a gritty, there's a beauty to New York, and there's a general grittiness to New York. And Paris, for some reason, has escaped people's just kind of understanding that there's a grittiness here, and they think it's all beautiful Parisian, amenities and luxuries and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But the reality is that like that grittiness and that beauty is very well intertwined. Like you can be walking by and there's like a beautiful palace and like beautiful parks and then graffiti and dirt and sketchiness afoot. It's like it's weird how these two things really
coexist.
Yeah.
It's true with a lot of. I felt that with Brussels.
Oh yeah,
Remember?
Brussels. Yeah. Brussels is beautiful also.
It's a beautiful city.
But if you're in the wrong place...
But we got into the central station.
Yeah.
Like, that was our first entry to the city, and that was not...
Yeah, it was not a welcoming kind of environment around there.
Mm-hmm.
And like, as soon as you left that area and kind of went to, like... I don't remember the we were there very quickly. But, once you get kind of out of that area, it just becomes so beautiful, and you're like, man, they really need to improve that train station area, because if you come in from here... you get a very different impression. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's important to have a good, central station so that you like Tokyo Station.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's incredible.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. If your first experience of Tokyo is, you get to the airport and you take the train, you go into Tokyo Station and you get out there. But even you get off at Shinjuku, you get off at Shibuya, like it's gonna be, very impressive. Mr. Overlord 14,000, Paris is not France. You should visit Normandy. I'm your tour guide. Oh no, I totally understand that.
I would like to go to other parts of France. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we have a lot of friends across France that we want to visit, but we pretty much only go to Paris.
Yeah.
The Beast 2500. How do you decide what also gets made into a jacket? I think it's mostly like what we think is gonna sell best. It's just a gut kind of feeling, I guess.
We tend to kind of prioritize non-dark indigo sometimes.
Yeah, there tends to be more contrasty jackets.
Yeah.
But it's like hardcore fabrics,
right?
And non-contrasty fabrics. So we know the Elephant, the Okayama Spirit, Japan Heritage. That's the kind of stuff that like people really want to experience in denim jacket land. And then there's also people want contrasted denim jackets because they feel that they can wear them easier with jeans. Yeah. Lucas Limebacher just came back from clubbing in Switzerland. How's it going at the moment? Best wishes to you and all good night. Well, welcome to the live stream. This is definitely the way to spend your time after a busy night of partying. It's hanging out talking about denim with the Naked Famous Denim crew. Shane Delahunty, the all color leather patch of logo should be brought back in the future. Yes. So in 2022, we're going to start to offer leather patch customization options. So we'll offer different leather patches that aren't normally available on our jeans. So if like you want to order, like right now we have our vegan leather patch. So there's people out there who don't want to wear leather products, and so they can make that request on Tate and Yoko in the comment section. Change to a vegan leather patch, and we do that for you. So now, beyond that's a free alteration that we do for you, just like our hemming. But if you want to have like a premium leather, like the all color patch, or maybe we'll have like some shell cordovan patches, or some different types of pull up leathers. I know we have an apple, another vegan option, like a premium vegan apple leather patch. So we would have those as customization options just for a small charge. If you still haven't come up with a name for the new straight fit, how about the classic guy? Well, we have come up with a name for the new straight fit. Classic guy certainly would have been an option, but we have a fit called the Classic.
In the woman's
And,
fit.
yeah,
So
it would have
it's
been
gonna be
confusing.
Yeah.
So it's called the True Guy. The True Guy is coming out in late spring. Late spring. We'll probably have a sample in the next 3 weeks or so in hands. So we'll show that off as soon as we have it. Fossil Draws. More Overlord. Making biased statements about an entire country isn't welcome here. This is an international community.
I think that's the.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think you need.
Oh, okay. All right. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we're yeah. Anyways, let's all be nice here. Regina Bobuena, True Guy is a good name. Well, I'm glad you like it. Angel Perez, would we be able to request different colored threads for the chain stitch in the hem? Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can do that. Okay. Electric Bamboo Glue 2. I thought Strong Guy was the straight leg fit. What kind of fit is it considered then? Strong Guy is a straight leg fit. It's more of a heritage fit with a wider leg and a wider leg opening. So it's basically the easy guy, but straight from the thigh down. The True Guy is going to be a kind of a slim straight leg. Maybe think Weird Guy, but with a straighter leg down. It'll have a different rise. But, back in the day, we used to have a fit called Slim Guy. It's going to be very similar to that. Elle was here. Risa, question. If I were looking to do chain stitch hemming, but I can't afford Union Special, what's a good pro home machine making myself a jean-themed grocery tote?
Interesting. I have no idea. Sorry. But there are... much cheaper alternative to Union Special in terms of hemming, chain stitch hemming machines. I just don't know what's the good one.
Maybe like Treasure.
Treasure is no longer a thing, and Treasure is also Japanese, so
right.
I don't think in North America that would be a good cheap option. That this is hemming, so it's
if you're looking to do
Union
chain
Special.
stitch hemming, but I can't afford a Union Special, what's a good pro home machine?
So for jean hemming, like the hemming machines, they
Right.
do have those.
Oh,
like,
there's a Kansai. Well, just a home. Kansai must make, but that's
Kansai probably makes. I'm not sure if that's the price is.
Yeah, like the machines we're looking at for hemming are industrial level. Like they're not going to be.
Yeah.
They're not going to be affordable for home use.
Well, so the difference between industrial and the home is like, industrial ones, like you require a machine, motor, you require a table. So it's a whole thing. Or it's like if you were looking for a tabletop, like plug-in kind of things. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if such thing exists, and like in the shape of just its hemming machine.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I also wouldn't if you're just doing it for home.
Tote bag also. I don't know if maybe you want the top of the tote opening to be like a hem.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But so the moral of the story is that like to have a machine like that, very specific, you can only use it for things that you like.
Yeah, one operation. Looks like a
hem. Yeah, it's one operation. So I don't know if it's like, I don't know if they make it for home use, and I'm also not sure if that's the best way to do anything really. Yeah. Sorry, that's if you have more info about what you're trying to do, we might be able to give you a better answer than that. Okay. Dabeast 2500. Interesting. How do you decide the default type of leather and thickness to put on a jean? I noticed that some heavier denim have really thin leather patches, e.g. the Emperor of Slub. Yeah. Well, we try to match the leather to
the look of the denim, usually. Like, the turmeric has the suede leather patch because I thought the suede, would match really nicely with the weft.
And the image of like turmeric, like powdery kind of things.
So we try to do things a little bit more on theme in that sense. The elephant denim always has a thick patch. The Oak Air Spirits tend to have thicker patches as well. Hardcore denims tend to have like, buffalo or thick leather patches. In the case of the MIJ, those all have the sheepskin leather patches.
Yeah, not all of them, but yeah, we like that one because it looks luxurious.
Yeah,
and
it looks old school and luxurious kind of at the same time. Yeah, it has that. Yeah, I don't know if there's any particular rhyme or reason. Like we're not following like a rule set. It's kind of like I think that would look nice on this, and then it just kind of ends up there. Juan Meza writes, please give us an update on the release of the awesome 40-ounce jeans. The update is, I don't have an update really. That's something, I'll ask Brett. We're going to do like an end of the year kind of a talk video. So I'll ask him that question there and we'll get you a more definitive answer. But the reality is that like, we're a little understaffed and, we need to hire more sewers and we're working at like pretty much top, like full capacity right now. And, small projects just kind of get pushed aside because, the reality is like with the 40-ounce, we're going to make a dozen or maybe 2 dozen jeans max, right? And we can't prioritize that for, a bulk production. And it takes so long to make one of those 40-ounce jeans that it would delay, some bulk productions kind of significantly. So, it's just a matter of finding the timing to do it. Will you guys have the duck canvas jeans in a true guy fit? Probably eventually.
It's not a bad idea, but it's not in the initial.
Yeah. The initial batch will be Dirty Fade, Left Hand Twill, Natural Indigo, Solid Black Selvedge, and Stretch Selvedge. We'll see where it goes from there. Like, this is kind of the test. Like, are people gonna... Is this what people want? Like, I hear from you guys that you want straight leg fits. So, we're going to put them out there. And if there's the support behind it, then more fabrics will be added. So if you want the true guy to be, as popular, as the easy guy or anything else, then you got to support it when we bring it out. So, yeah, that's it. I think it can be one of the main fits, super guy, weird guy, easy guy, and then true guy. If you guys support it, we can stretch it out, and then every fabric will be available in true guy. Right W5 writes, what sort of price for the 40-ounce? 4 digits. That's all I know. It's not like confirmed exactly where, but it's gonna be expensive. Yeah. There was a comment up there. Regina Buenobra. Risa, what shirt are you wearing? I like the fit.
Sorry, this is Uniqlo.
Uniqlo. The
my home.
Small Japanese brand.
Yeah. It's comfy.
Mr. Overlord 14,000. I had to modify the patch on my Elephant X for a belt to go under. Not easy because it's chain stitch and the whole patch came out and it was hard to sew it back on. Yeah. So the reason why the thick patches are sewn all 4 ways down is to just make sure that they're secure on there. And I know that there are some of you who want to put that belt underneath. I get it. But, over the years, when we were only doing the top and bottom sewing on those thick leather patches, they had a tendency to kind of come loose a little bit. And then just dealing with that problem, it kind of became cumbersome. I think that's the second time I used that word in this.
You like that word?
I like that word. Cumbersome. It became cumbersome. So we decided to nip that problem in the bud and do the 4-way stitching. One Mark Andrew 1. One Mark Andrew 1. When's the 40 ounce coming? TBD. To be determined. Supposed to be this year. In my video with Brandon, I'm gonna push him on that one. When's this jean coming, Brandon? Adia Fathill, welcome. I love your products on my 100th day with the natural indigo Selvedge. Fantastic. 100-day anniversary on your natural indigos. Great fabric, one of our best, and it's been in our collection since it's been in the collection for over 10 years. I don't think it was one of the first ones, but I have to find that year one line sheet. I forget exactly which. Black Power Stretch, Indigo Selvedge,
Gray
Selvedge. Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple that have been there since the very, very beginning. No, Indigo Selvedge wasn't first collection, I don't think. I think it was the Deep Indigo Selvedge.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the Indigo Selvedge came a little bit after. Okay. Fossil Draws. I mean, Uniqlo times Naked Famous Denim. I wear a lot of both. LOL. I mean, it's hard to avoid. A Uniqlo Naked Famous Denim. If they want to buy us, they can send us a DM. Are you making a jacket for the 40 ounce full tux? No.
Impossible.
It's very, very difficult to sew that fabric. It's not going to happen in the denim jacket. Mr. Overlord 14,000. Do you always work with the same mill in Japan or more than one? We work with almost all of the mills in Japan.
I mean, there's a bazillion.
Yeah, there's a lot of small ones, but we work with a lot of different mills. You know, each mill has its own like strengths, so we try to play into that. So some mills are really, really good at stretch. Some mills are really, really good at like the hardcore fabric. Some mills are better at heavyweight than others. So we try to play off of their strengths. So we're not only using one mill. Dawson Shannon, any plans on the Indigo hoodie coming back or an alternative in Indigo or natural Indigo? No plans at the moment. On that one. The Nick Low Piccolo. Heard you on Your Welcome a few years back and finally made a purchase. Unbranded brand to start. We'll see what SS22 has to offer. Well, thank you very much, and you are welcome. I don't know. I think I'm thanking you, and you're. I don't know. But yeah, I was on Michael Malice's Your Welcome podcast with Brandon a few years back. We got to show off a lot of neat things there. I think we're the only. He tends to do political guests, and we have nothing to do with that. He just likes denim, so we were there to talk jeans with him. Can we get details on the Spring Summer 22 collection? Sure. Let's. Well, I showed off the Golden Hour slub stretch earlier, so that's this denim right here. 12.5 ounce weight, natural indigo color, and you can see, and the colors are anyway. Sorry, the camera auto adjusts here with the color, but you can see just how slubby that denim is, and you can imagine just how much more that's going to show up as these jeans fade. So this is a great 12.5 ounce weight denim, that mid blue natural indigo color. It's great for all year, but I think it's really nice, especially in the spring summer seasons. And you got that classic red line Selvedge ID as well.
Somebody was asking about.
Yeah, I think somebody mentioned that. You want to show that off?
All right. This is the strawberry milk Selvedge. So it is the we did the milk Selvedge in spring this year, and it is 23% milk protein. It's very hard to show off.
Yeah,
but
the
this is strawberry milk because the left is
pink.
Pink.
So if you were fans of our like Sakura denim, like the cherry blossom kind of colored denim on the inside, this is the same idea. Now, it's not actually dyed with strawberries. Mm-hmm. I did try I did try to get a natural strawberry dye. They couldn't do that, but we at least we got the color. So you've got this pink toned denim with made with 23% milk protein, which has like a cooling effect when you feel the inside, right? The part of the idea came from Iron Snail Michael. He did a video on our milk denim. I guess he picked up a pair, and I think he was drinking strawberry milk in the denim. And I saw that video, and I'm like, wait a minute, there's an idea right there. So strawberry milk denim was kind of born from that, and you can see it here. So it's got this cooling kind of silky smooth touch on the inside.
It's very drapey.
Yeah.
Like
it's not as rigid, but this is still, raw.
It's very nice.
And then the leather patch is quite nice on this one as well. Speaking of, leather patches, a nice pull-up leather patch. It's kind of got that, warm tone to it that really matches nicely here with the thread color and the warm tone of the denim. Okay. Somebody writes, do you guys run the unbranded brand too? We do. We make the unbranded brand is like the little brother to Naked Famous Denim, and it's the other brand that we produce and distribute. Janet, wow, the camera is not being true to them. Can you post them on Instagram? We will eventually, but the camera, it does a good job, I guess, on faces, but not so much on jeans. I've got this nice reflection hitting me. I don't know if it. Okay, there we go. Is that better? Okay, wait. I think I can adjust the camera a little bit too. That's not what I'm looking for. Here we go. Nope, the other way. Look at that. Would you look at that? Okay.
See all that messes.
Yeah, sorry for the messy home, guys. We live. Our office is our home, and the office doesn't get cleaned as much as it should. This smoke, chocolate milk. Well, eventually. Now I think the lighting is. Hold on.
There you go.
There we go. Okay, that's
better.
Maybe a little better. Mr. Overlord 14,000. Naked Famous is just fantastic. Most denim brands are lazy and do the same models all the time. Thank you for your dedication. You deserve to be really successful. Well, thank you very much. I'm not gonna say it, but you said it. I would say that, like, if I was to criticize, I'm not gonna name any specific brands, but I do find that is certainly the case. Mm-hmm. It's and that's fine. You're allowed to have a product and just run with it. We're always trying to create new. That's the way we run our business. We like newness. We're just I think we talk about it a lot. Like, oftentimes we're just trying to impress ourselves. Like, when it comes to creating new fabrics, like, it's like, what do we think is cool? I don't want to just do one thing and okay, we did it. It's like, now we did it. Okay, now we need to do another one. Now we need to do another thing.
Right. You can't stay still forever.
Yeah.
It gets a little boring.
Right. The original milk denim is awesome. Well, thank you very much. Now we got strawberry milk coming. Well, that's some innovation B. Well done. Thank you very much, M-Sway. Regina, how different are the strawberry milk from the other pink weft jeans, Hanami Sakura, you released in terms of color? Is the pink different shade or the same? I would say it's similar.
Similar to the last.
Similar to the last one. I think it's just that the milk yarns give it that kind of cooling effect. And unlike the Hanami denim before, it doesn't have that, cherry blossom woven in on the Selvedge ID. Now, I know a lot of people wanted that Hanami denim. I saw that posted so often on Instagram. A lot of boot enthusiasts were really into that. I find, like, the boot guys, they really like the green weft, the pink. Like, anytime we do a colored weft, man, they're so excited, and it looks so good with their shoes. Mm-hmm. So I think if you're like a leather boot guy, this might be one of the ones that you're gonna be chasing after.
Yeah.
A messy home is a real home. I guess so. A lot of people don't have this many samples sitting in their living room, though. Empire State Selvedge banner. I spoke with someone at the New York store. They said it's being discussed. It is being discussed. I just have to see what the update on that is. It's definitely going to happen. M-Sway, resting on laurels is the easy way. Pushing the limits of possibility is a step off the edge of the unknown. Yes. Well said. Well said. Vitali writes, how about denim with flannel lining for winters? We've done that before. We used to do a denim called the blanket lined denim. And
which we are bringing it back.
Are we?
Fall?
I don't remember.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Okay. Risa remembers better than me.
We're using the fabric for sure.
Okay.
I think that we're making it in jeans.
In jeans?
Too. Or
Okay.
maybe just jacket.
Yeah, I think there's just too many things in my brain right now. Risa's got the list. Anyways, Risa will confirm.
Blanket line jeans too.
Oh, okay. So we do have some blanket line jeans coming. I just don't remember.
As well as jackets.
And jackets. So yes, coming soon. What's stopping you from making reversible jeans? I don't think there's anything physically stopping us from making reversible jeans. I just don't know how many people want reversible jeans.
Reversible jeans is like it's a whole different. Like it's not gonna look like regular jeans.
It would look like
it has to be reversible design. So it's not gonna be
like how would the pockets work, or they just wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work. Pockets like aside from the patch pockets, it wouldn't work. And then the zipper has to be like both way zippers, so you can see the zipper. Like you don't have like. Yeah,
that'd be too weird.
I mean, you know, we're both in reversible pants.
Yeah.
It's just
the
best.
Tearaway's workout jeans like the Adidas of the 2000s. We made remember we had with Party Guy the April Fool.
Yeah.
Well, we called it was Party Guy and Booty Guy.
Booty Guy.
Yeah. So we already made the Tearaways. Those were called Party Guy, and we had the jean shorts called Booty Guy. If you want to check those out, you can find that video on our YouTube channel from like two April Fool's days ago. Yeah. Unlike this, like the last one that we did, Raver Guy, we actually made Raver Guy. We got Janet Rossi subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much and welcome to the family here. Last April Fool's we did Raver Guy, which was the widest leg Selvedge denim jeans ever made with a 50-inch leg opening. And we actually produced them. We had some people order them. So if you're one of the few people that bought them, you've got a very rare pair of Naked Famous denim jeans. But we never actually produced the Party Guy or the Booty Guy. Although we could, if you want to alter your pants to like a 1-inch inseam, we could do that for you if you want.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
it's up to you.
Yeah, but the price is the same.
The price is the same. Yeah, the price is the same. Electric Bamboo Glue 2. Will you be doing a pre-order for April Fool's again this coming year? Maybe. I mean, we haven't decided what we're gonna do for that, but
yeah,
if
that was also very last minute last year.
Yeah, it was very last minute.
Yeah.
It's talking about like seat of our pants. Like basically, it was like a pattern maker made that up in like less than a few days. Yeah, it was like done. Like here you go, and then we had to shoot the content, make the video, and like very very seat of our pants. Gore-Tex denim. I could see that happening one day. We did the Dyneema denim. Now Gore-Tex is, going to be good for water repellency. We did the Dyneema denim with the all conditions selvage, and that was like extra super durable denim. Lightweight, crazy durability. We saw the Raver Guys when you were in the office, right? That's right. Those were the Raver Guys. You can only listen to Party Boy, that Jackass song, while wearing those jeans. That's the rule. Oh yeah, that was certainly the inspiration. Do you like music? You like to dance? Like to party? That was honestly, when I was a kid, I mean, even now, Jackass makes me. I've the maturity. The humor I like is the maturity of like a 14-year-old boy. Like it is not highbrow
I
at
think
all.
most people never grow out of that.
No, I
Most
think
boys, I would say.
I don't know. The dumbest stuff makes me laugh, and I enjoy it very much. The cat's expression is great, right? Are you guys doing any giveaways for Christmas live stream? We are. You'll have to tune into the Christmas live stream to find out what those are, because we haven't figured it out yet. We haven't determined that yet. As a Canadian, do you love Kenny versus Spenny?
Oh my god, he is the biggest fan.
Huge. I'm a very, very big Kenny versus Spenny fan. Humongous. You don't know. Hold on.
So like whenever he's doing something like, just doing for the house or whatever, like he has Kenny versus Spenny on the background, and I've even seen like multiple times of every single episode, but he has seen like probably hundreds of times.
Oh yeah, I don't have all the DVDs, but I got most of them. Yeah, and I'm gonna watch the Christmas special this weekend probably just to, get in the Christmas mood. But yeah. All right. Those Kenny versus Spenny jeans. Yeah, we have a fan here on the live stream. And I know they reached out to the Kenny versus Spenny team. I talked to them a little bit about, potentially a future, thing. We'll see where that goes. Who knows? But I did speak to somebody from Kenny versus Spenny recently, because I know they're doing a bunch of live tours. That was me, Francisco Michael. That was me on Twitter. Right. You sent me an email also. I didn't respond. Sorry about that. But I've been talking to them. There wasn't a lot of back and forth, but I have been in contact. Mason Brando, subscribe to the channel. Welcome to the family, my friend. Okay. Dawson Shannon, which do you think is more durable, Guardian or All Conditions? That's a good question. I don't know. They're probably both very, very durable. The Dyneema over the Kevlar.
But Kevlar, Guardian was thicker. Like it's
a heavier denim.
So maybe just buy that. Go and buy that.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know, like, technically what is.
Yeah. There is a number.
Yeah, there is something called a tensile strength test. Yeah. And you know what? Yeah, I want to get a tensile strength machine and maybe start just doing all the testing on our own. Like we can get those numbers from the factory because they'll give it to us. It's just that we.
Yeah, just
If I start posting the tensile strengths of everything, then it's just that people don't understand it really.
Yeah.
And it's just another number out there.
And people have then people would get the wrong impression and this is lower than this, so this must be like a fragile jeans,
which isn't the case, or like it you have to understand how that those numbers work. Mr. Overlord, The Simpsons collab, maybe. I mean, I said it in the Matrix video, we love movies, but we mostly love doing collaborations with the things that we love, that we enjoy. And, I grew up with The Simpsons, of course. I think we all did. How was The Simpsons in Japan when you were growing up? Non-existent.
But I've seen, in, stores, there's, American themed, tchotchke stores, and then they always have that, heads of, things and stuff like that. So Simpsons and Looney Tunes are, the things that we are aware of, but we didn't consume it.
I see. Interesting. Yeah, we I mean, Simpsons was on after school 3 or 4 times a night. I was watching Simpsons. I knew every episode. Not so much now. I just don't watch a lot of TV anymore. But
I just feel like that's a little grown up content a lot of the times for I mean, I don't know how old you were.
I was probably first grade when Simpsons came out.
You must have not gotten a lot of things.
Probably,
right?
I probably didn't. Yeah. But I guess when you watch The Simpsons, you kind of identify with, I guess there isn't like a teen character, but as a teen, you're kind of watching it as like, this is just kind of, you start to understand the comedy of it. But like when you're watching it as a kid, it's like, oh, Bart's bad. So like, that's funny because he's being a bad boy, or, I don't know. I certainly didn't understand it from the perspective of like the adults of the show. Yeah. Mason Brando, Grandpa. Yeah, Grandpa. That's one of my favorite episodes, by the way. Just speaking of Kenny versus Benny, that's who can imitate the other one better. It's just amazing. Simpsons isn't too bad in terms of adult content, but Family Guy is. I never got to watch it as a kid. I was either in high school or after high school when Family Guy came out. So I mean, I wasn't a kid when that came out. I was watching Family Guy. I remember when it got canceled originally, and then like the fans were just like, we want it back, and then they brought it back. And I remember having some friends who, like, we were all into Family Guy, and we're like it's back. But yeah, Family Guy is a great show. Again, there's a lot I haven't watched just because I just don't watch a lot of TV anymore. Okay. You know what? I promised some special previews. So we're going to get to that. Okay, we'll start off with this one. It doesn't have a name yet, but it is part of the Fall Winter 22 collection. So we just got the sample yardage. So it's hard to see now. Maybe this is a new slub stretch Selvedge, but it's kind of got a natural indigo, like a darker natural indigo tone. It kind of reminds me of the Dirty Fade Selvedge.
Mm-hmm.
This,
I think because of the...
It's got a beige weft, and it has like a I would say that if we were to compare it to any denim that we have right now, it is closest to the Dirty Fade in kind of terms of looks in that warm tone indigo. Sorry, I'm going to open the blinds a bit. Maybe the light will help here. There we go. That you can see it better now. So you can get this great texture here. Very slubby. It's the same construction as that Golden Hour slub stretch that I just showed off, but it's a new colorway with this beige tone on the inside. So a nice fall warm toned denim, and that's kind of a fun thing to do, because like this is a little bit more summer tone, like I would say, and then you've got it compared here to the warmer, darker tone. So both warm tones, but like, great for different seasons. I hope that all makes sense here, but I don't have a name for this yet. We don't have a name. What do you guys think? Sorry, this is like the most awkward way to show product off. It's like, hey, here's a...
Because the color's a little off, too.
Color's a little off, but you can kind of tell what's going on there. So that is a new fall denim that we're working on, and I don't have a name for it, so we will figure that out soon. But it is a slub stretch Selvedge with a like darker warm tone to it. The dark warm. Dark wormhole denim. The copper tone. I think I can't use that word. There's a copyright on that one. All right. Okay, M-Sway, where do you think the next area of innovation is in terms of denim fabrication? I know there's a lot of things. More recycled like denim options. I think that's going to be a little bit more interesting as they perfect that. Where else can I see? I
find like especially in the fabric mill, like a larger fabric mill, they tend to always go with like something similar to heat tech. And they have like I think it's called cooling version of that. And there's also like antibacterial. There's like they're putting in a lot of like effort into developing that kind of fabrics, I think.
That's true. Like more tech kind of denim stuff.
Not really our thing, but it's
you'll see a little bit of it here
Yeah.
and there from us for sure. Like a heat kind of like, we did it with like the thermo stretch, right? But I think we can probably do another version of that.
Yeah, that looks much more like
raw
cotton
denim
Yeah.
looking. The stream is in 4K, but when they show the jeans, it's 144p. 3D printed denim. I don't know about that. Have you ever considered Vanta Black? We actually have, but not quite Vanta Black. There's another black dye that is similar, so it's a black paint. So Vanta Black is a paint, and there is a different maker that made something called Black 2.0. I don't know technically how similar they are, but they do very, very similar things. And at one point we were talking to the Black 2.0 person and trying to figure out a way that we can make a dye with that. And it's not quite the same because that is a paint, that is a coating instead of a dye. So there would have had to be a lot of development there, and I don't know if that it would have worked properly, just because of the way the paint works, the way it dries. I'm sure I'm gonna butcher up some of the technicality of it, but the way that it absorbs light is kind of by the way that the paint dries. It kind of has like a texture to it, so that it doesn't reflect light so much. And trying to recreate that in dye form, I just don't know what or how that would be doable. Coating a denim is certainly, an option, but I think with that, it would have been much more denim-like if we were to dye the yarn, do it at the yarn level instead of coating a finished fabric. Is antimicrobial fabric BS? C. Sanchez writes. I
mean, I don't think it's BS. I'm sure there's data. They're not lying about it, but at the same time, like how
practical is it?
Yeah. How useful, like how beneficial is it to you as a human being?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some lab test. It's like, oh well, it has like significant properties under these certain set of conditions or whatever.
Yeah.
But in the real world application, who knows? I'm not very sold on those kind of concepts.
Yeah.
How about the antibacterial natural indigo Selvedge? You don't have to wash for years.
Indigo does have naturally like antibacterial what do you call it?
Properties.
Yeah.
But like if you're not washing your jeans for years, I mean.
Yeah, that's just you know. I mean,
it might.
There's only so much.
Yeah. Right. It might produce less, or like allow bacteria to foster less. But if you're making the jeans dirty, it's just it's still gonna be there. But yeah.
It's just like 100% dirty, like maybe 98% dirty.
Okay, we got Cameron Smith. The Matrix Denim looks great. Thank you very much. Available now at Tate and Yoko and Naked Famous Denim NYC. And I'll segue into hit that like button, everybody. Let's get those likes up. We've got 40 likes on the video right now. Let's get them up. If you haven't hit that like button already, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, now is your opportunity, folks. I feel like PBS, you didn't grow up with PBS.
No. Send donation.
Yeah. We need your donations to keep these types of video contents going.
We need your subscriptions.
We need your subscriptions and your likes. It's the sun.
You gotta come this way.
Yeah, I know, but anyway, it's a weird thing.
Yeah, it's just the whole. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, just the light is gonna get me. Okay. Shane Delahunty Baysetter, are you enjoying your Omega Speedmaster? I am. I'm looking to get a NATO strap for it. I'm just trying to figure out which is the right one for me. I am once again seeking your social media support. Everybody, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Or hit the like button again. Okay. Cameron Smith, The Matrix was one of the most important fashion inspirations for me growing up. So seeing you guys do a denim for that was great. Me too. I have to say that, watching The Matrix, in high school, I was the weirdo in high school. I was definitely the school weirdo. And I definitely tried to dress like Neo after that. Like, I had chunky boots with like metal buckles on them, all black, had a trench coat. I had sunglasses. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was the class freak. Yeah. I was definitely the class freak. Fossil draws. Yeah, there was a bacterial experiment that showed that the level of bacteria in jeans didn't increase after 18 days and a year later. The same quantity of bacteria. Yeah, that's right. Round lens sunglasses. Spoiler, Bayshead was a weirdo at high school. Oh yeah, like I didn't have very many friends in my high school, and if people were I think most kids in my class knew who I was as just being the school weirdo, being the school freak. Yeah. I knew a leather trench coat guy in high school. I knew a leather trench coat guy in high school too. We all did. Yeah. It was me, and I had so my two best friends were these twin girls from another high school, and they also had black trench coats. And yeah, we were we would be off, we were always hanging around the mall or the area. People always see us and they're like, who are those guys? Anyways, we were around. If you were in the Mississauga Square One area in the late 90s, you definitely saw me hanging around. What's the biggest difference between manufacturing jeans in Japan versus America, Canada? What's the biggest difference?
I don't know. Basically, the jeans production in Japan is very much looking like it was in North America maybe a long time ago.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think in Japan there are still factories, and several of them, whereas manufacturing jeans in Canada, we are the last factory in the whole country making jeans. So we went from a country in the 1970s and early 80s where, in the high 90 percentile of clothes were made in the country to now where probably less than 1% of the clothes consumed in Canada are made in Canada. So that's probably the biggest difference, is that in Japan, there are still factories and there are still a lot of products being made in Japan, whereas in Canada, it's almost been wiped out. Yeah. Francisco Michael, I wonder what the leather trench coat guy is up to nowadays. He's selling jeans. He's on YouTube talking about denim. Right, W5 at school, I was the tallest one and always got blamed for stuff by teachers because of it. Because you're the tallest. We had this one kid who was 6'7", 6'8". He was huge, and he was this Chinese guy.
Yeah.
So my high school, a lot of ESL, English as a second language, new immigrants to Canada, basically all got sent to the high school I went to. So it was mostly immigrant kids. It was immigrant kids or first-born immigrant kids who were in my high school. Not a lot of white kids. I'm talking, you can count on two hands how many white kids were in my high school. It was everyone was South Asian, Middle Eastern. We had Koreans, Chinese, East Asians, not that many, but a lot of people from the Caribbean, West Indian people. Anyways, it was very, it was a cultural rainbow, so to speak. So, yeah, we had a lot of people from a lot of different countries, and I guess this kid was a new immigrant and didn't speak much English, and they saw him. He was 6'8", you're on the basketball team. He did not play basketball, and they're you are on the basketball.
Just stand there.
Yeah, just stand by the hoop. We're passing this to you, and I don't think he was our best player, but he was so much taller than everybody else in school.
I would imagine he's great at defense.
Just stand.
Do this
Yeah, I don't know much about I'm sure the height helps, But he was huge, this kid. Huge.
I'm sure he didn't like it. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure drew a lot of attention to him.
yeah, unless you're like sports person
Yeah.
and you want to be the tallest, like it's like
Yeah.
I don't know.
High school days. Okay, back to denim talk. Kentaro, are you involved with sourcing? Are you involved with sourcing of cotton for your denim? Do you leave that up to the mills? It depends. Sometimes we're very much a part of it.
Sometimes we request certain cotton.
Yeah.
But other times, it's like whatever you have.
Yeah.
Basically.
What would make we rely on their expertise also. So there's a lot of give and take there. Especially with developing the fabrics, because there's certain things that we want, and then it's their understanding of like how to technically make it happen. Or sometimes they'll throw some advice our way, because one thing about even just any good salesman or any person that you're dealing with in business is like their understanding of how things work and your understanding of some things work. You can be very much on the same page, but
different direction.
Right.
So.
They might see an idea that we have and be like, oh, here's an even more interesting way or a better way to approach that. And so there's a lot of, melting of ideas. Fossil Draws, I had a friend with a full mustache in 7th grade. I had a full dirt stash in 7th grade.
7th grade,
Yeah.
it's like 13?
Yeah, something like that. Joshua Vasquez, today's drop is amazing. I got the falling coat in Super Guy and the jacket. That you're a proud owner of one of few of those jackets, I'll tell you that much. Looking forward to the King of Lords. It was supposed to be my birthday gift to myself, but delays. It's all good. It happens. So sorry about that. I can tell you that the King of Lords, the rest of the inventory should have arrived in our warehouse today. So once it's all going to be processed now. It's going to be received in our warehouse, counted, and then distributed to our retail partners. We're going to get those measurements up. So it's going to be an early January release. So it's coming very, very, very soon. So thank you for your patience on that one. Stormcaller, I love Naked Famous. It's my favorite clothing brand. Well, thank you very much. I already have 5 and 7 jackets. 7 jackets. Fantastic. I hope you're fading. I hope you're fading all of them.
I would imagine there was not that many people who had more jackets from us than jeans.
Yeah, it could be easier to get more. Snowy's eating something.
Oh no!
Oh, you got a little bit of croissant that was left on the table. Sorry, Snowy's being a little bit of a naughty boy. It happens. Life with cats. Rin L writes, trying to get my sister into Naked and Famous jeans too. I just got her the brown fox Selvedge and she loves them. Great starter jean. I talked to Sally, who was the inventor of Fox Fiber, and she got a pair of those as well. She was just telling me yesterday, actually, how much she loves them. Great starter jean. We just had a subscriber I didn't see just passed, but thank you so much for joining the Naked Famous Denim family here, live on the live stream. We're almost at 7,000 followers on the YouTube.
10,000 is not impossible.
10,000 is not impossible. We're gonna get there. Okay. Let's talk about the main event of kind of previews today. So we just got this fabric in. I don't even think Brandon has seen this yet. This is a world exclusive first. So check that out. So it's a Grandrelle weft. 21 ounce elephant denim. So it's an elephant Grandrelle. So this is the Elephant 11. Look at that crazy interior. Pretty cool, huh? The Elephant XI, the Elephant I, whatever we want to call it. But there it is. I hope it comes out nicely. It kind of looks like static from television.
Yeah. But it's like, I wish we had other Grandrelle denim. Like
because
because the size of the staticness.
Yeah, it's really noticeable. Like
big
Yeah.
because it's heavyweight, thicker yarn.
Yeah. And the cuff on this is gonna look so cool with sneakers,
Right.
or boots. Like imagine that. That's gonna look really cool. You know?
Yeah, super contrasty.
So this is the first fabric sample. We just got it in. And yeah, I'm happy to show this off. We haven't shown this. Nobody's seen this yet. And there you have it. Can you explain what Grandrelle is? Risa, you want to tackle that one?
It's basically, I don't know if my understanding is correct. It's basically like a twisted yarn of different
colors.
Yeah, so it's like for here, it
looks like black and white.
Oh, maybe black and white or gray and white.
I think it looks gray and white because black and white are mixing.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, so it's very like it looks. The construction is the same as any kind of right hand twirl, but you don't see that. You see just the scrambles because like every strand of yarn has like just
different colors in it.
Yeah.
So the way a Grandrelle yarn works is that when a normal yarn is just a bunch of like smaller cotton yarns that are spun together to make one like kind of strong yarn. But when you do a Grandrelle yarn, you've got white yarn, and then you'll mix it with something else. It's usually white and another color, but of course you can do two different colors. But oftentimes it's white and another color. So in this one, it's white and black, and so you spin those together, and then as you can imagine, when you spin two colors together, you get kind of an ununiform looking color, and then when you weave with that, you get this kind of crazy texture. And yeah, like when you look on the inside here, it kind of looks like it's a broken twill denim because it looks very zigzaggy on the inside. But
you look even closer, you broken twill, you can see the pattern.
Yeah.
This one you really can't.
Yeah, and you can see the twill direction. I don't know if you can see it here, but I can see it at least. So on the front, you can tell that it's a normal right hand twill denim, but on the inside, it's certainly a lot harder to do that, and it just looks really, really wild with this pattern inside. And yeah, this is going to be a great heavyweight. You know, if you like that Elephant 2, that classic dark denim heavyweight look, you've got it. And then you've got that great cuff on the inside to flip and show off that detail. So this is the new Elephant denim. It's the Elephant 11 coming fall-winter 22. Fall-winter 22. So it's a ways away. But we're going to be showing this stuff off to our retail partners in the next couple of weeks. We're going to get the samples in. We just got the fabric sample, so we would have it on hand to look at it. But man, it's a really, really cool fabric, and I'm glad we have got crazy fans like you guys who will appreciate denim fabrics like this. So this will be available in the jeans, of course, and denim jacket. Risa, what do you think? We're gonna make a ladies version of this, ladies elephant.
At some point, I would like to do that, but before that, I think we need a little bit more customer base, and again, as you know, as women, we can always wear men's jeans. Yeah. It's not, yeah.
That's true. That's true. Okay, just looking at some questions here. We explained Grandrelle. Is it like when a plant has a furry leaf? I'm not sure what that's in reference to. Garrett will probably love those. I think so. I'm all about the texture, and that's why I'm excited for the King of Lords. There's no better textured denim than the King of Lords. Oh, so many jeans than the King of Lords. This is obviously the king of textured denims. You can see that here. You can see that here. And you can definitely, the inside is really where this stuff shines. You can definitely see that on the inside here. We're gonna have to get some macro shots of this just so you can see, like, up close how insane this fabric is. There you have it. So that I got that. Even the Selvedge ID is all like slubby and crazy. There you have it. That's the King of Lords coming very soon. Luis Mendoza, not even related to jeans, but what desk chairs do you guys use? These are the Herman Miller Aeron chairs. Aeron Herman Miller. Very comfortable. You know, we sit here all day, basically.
Yeah.
So
it does make a big difference.
Yeah. We've upgraded from like crappy office chairs, and like I have to say that this chair, it has a certain weight to it, so you don't feel like it's so flimsy, and like you can just, you know,
you do that a lot.
You can do this, and you feel comfortable. You don't feel like you're gonna tip over or anything like that. It's such a sturdy, comfortable chair. Yeah, it's I'm a big fan. King of Lords is a lesson in patience. Yes, there's been some amount of patience that you guys have had to put up with this past season. You know, I think everyone is kind of understanding of the way the world is right now, and we're certainly dealing with that. When it comes to fall winter 22, you're not going to have to be so patient because we've already bought all the fabric. Like everything has been, you know, usually what we'll do is like we'll sample the fabric, we'll make the samples, we'll show it to our retail partners and collect orders and that kind of thing, and then we'll put in our orders for bulk. But just because of all the slowdowns with production, with transport, we didn't want to risk any of that. We just basically guessed how much fabric we would need, and we put those orders in, and we're going to have fall winter 22 probably early, like in you know, usually we'll start releasing jeans end August, early September. I could see us doing releases as early as like late July, early August. So I don't think we'll have any delays for fall winter 22. Joshua Vasquez, if I may ask, how many of the freewill jackets were made? I think it would be a nice feature if you guys numbered the future releases with that limited quantity. I think 30 or so jackets for the freewill. There was not very many. We didn't make too many of those. Numbering things sounds like a great idea. I would say logistically, it's a little bit of a pain because of just having to print sequential tickets.
You can write it.
Yeah, I guess you can write it, but then somebody would have to write it.
Yeah. Well, if it's 30, it's not a problem.
Right.
But if it's like
if there's like a 200 run or something like that. Yeah, I remember like when we worked with Mass Drop to do some jeans and they wanted things to be numbered, and like we told them that we can't print out like sequential tickets like that. So like they did, and then basically they had somebody hand write all the tickets. And I think after like the second time we did it, they're like, forget it. We're not doing this anymore. Like it's such a lot of work. Such a lot of work.
I'm gonna answer this question.
Okay.
Fossil draws.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever make skirts? And we do. We have one that is just like a A-line raw denim skirt. We've been running for a couple years now. And then we also have a new denim skirt, which is like a wrap skirt, and it's a little bit longer, and it's not like the typical jean skirt construction with patch pocket and everything like that. It's more of like a sleek, but it's still raw denim.
Yeah,
so
it's on Tate Nyoko right now. You can you can check them out there. All right. M-Sway, Elephant 11. I'm Snowy, King of Lords. Hold my neps. The Beast, Herman Miller and Steelcase are top tier for chairs. I haven't tried a Steelcase chair yet, but I hear good things about them. Triple XL jacket for the 11s. I don't know about triple XL. We'll see. Yeah, like we go to double X.
But we don't make that many of them.
I don't like. You're probably the first person to ask for a triple XL jacket. Like we don't get a lot of demand there. But if there's enough, then certainly. Okay. Straight Fit should have been called Ron Swanson Guy. I do love me some Ron Swanson. I think Garrett's very much a Ron Swanson kind of dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Garrett reminds me of Ron Swanson a lot. I don't think I could name it that for legal reasons, but yeah. Any hints on what will be on sale for Boxing Day? It'll practically be the same deals as what we ran for Black Friday, so it'll for the most part be a repeat. I would say that the sales section right now, there's been a couple of things that have been added there, mostly because we just found a few random things in the warehouse that kind of we glossed over putting on sale for Black Friday. So there might be just a few extra handful of items in there, that weren't in there before. But for the most part, it's going to be a repeat. So if you missed something on Black Friday, this is going to be your next opportunity to take advantage of those types of savings. Quanner writes, being greedy, what's the Okayama 6 going to be like? You're going to have to wait. Stormcaller, is there any possibility of a Pokemon Naked Famous collaboration in the future? I think a lot of 90s kids would go crazy for those. I have every Pokemon game. That's not true. I don't have the new ones. Just Pearl and Diamond and Pearl. I don't have those. Just because I've kind of haven't bought video games in a while. But I grew up big time with Pokemon. I think I've showed off my Pokemon game collection in some older live streams. I would love to. It's just a matter of making that deal with the Pokemon company. I will try one day. I asked for the Beast 2500. I asked for the Black Friday sale, but will the cashmere denim be on sale this time around? Maybe. Pokemon peanut butter and jelly versions. That would be funny.
I don't get it.
Because peanut butter and jelly, those go together. Like anytime there's like the names of Pokemon, like Sword and Shield, it's like two things that go together, right? Diamond and Pearl, gold and silver. So peanut butter and jelly, that'd be funny. Pikachu fade to yellow jeans. Dude, if we did Pokemon, I talked about it before. The impossible collection would be to do 151 or 152 if you count Missing No, of the original Kanto Pokemon. That would be the impossible project. Or what you do is you do the embroideries of all the Pokemon, but you do it in the ratio that they appear in the game, right? So like, there would be a lot of like Caterpies and like, Weedles and stuff like that, and Pidgeys. And, for every 151 genes, there'd be one Mew, one Mewtwo, like, one Eevee.
And you don't know what you're gonna
you don't know what you get. It's a blind buy. Yeah, that would be crazy. I got the Rattata salvage. Imagine if you only made one pair of each, so only 151 pairs altogether. Oh man, it would be.
We would not make any money.
Yeah, we'd make no money
because lose money.
Yeah, Zubats available in all fits, or Magikarps. I don't mind a Magikarp denim just because I like.
Which one is that?
Magikarp's like the goldfish, and he turns into Gyarados. Risa never played Pokemon, but. Pikachu is, but...
I know what Pikachu is. Yeah. I know that giant gray cat, that lazy one also. Is he lazy? Like a giant cat. Was he a cat? Gray one. Like a dark gray cat-looking fat one.
Fat? Like Snorlax? The one that sleeps?
Yeah.
Yeah, Snorlax.
Yeah. And I know Caterpie.
This guy.
Right.
Yeah, the Snorlax. I don't think he's a cat.
Oh. Okay.
You look kind of like a bear. But, yeah.
Okay, I know that one too. And I know Mew.
Yeah, Mew, yeah. I mean, also, in Japan, A lot of the Pokemon have different names.
Mm-hmm.
They're not named the same.
Pikachu
Yeah.
is Pikachu, though.
Yeah, Pikachu is Pikachu. Yeah. Meowth. Yeah, Meowth is not the same. Yeah, Snorlax. Snorlax is in my dog's names. Oh, he's Totoro. Kind of, yeah.
He does
Kind
look
of.
like-
Does look like
The color is
Totoro.
very similar.
Okay. Okay. Joshua Vasquez. How do your restocks work if you do them? I was digging the new Okayama jacket, but I pulled the trigger a bit late and I wasn't able to. There's an option to be emailed, but what are the chances? Okay. So here's how the inventory works at Tate and Yoko. In our office, our warehouse, we've got an office for wholesale, a warehouse for wholesale sales, and there's a warehouse for Tate and Yoko. So we do a buying for Tate and Yoko. So like I plan out how much inventory we're gonna have, and that inventory get shifted over into that warehouse, and then whatever is in that warehouse is what is shown on the Tate and Yoko website. So if we sell out of something, it means it's sold out of that warehouse. But sometimes there's availability in our main warehouse. So we do replenish the inventory every now and then based on the availability in what we call our main warehouse. And so the main warehouse is the inventory that we send out to our wholesale customers. Not everybody takes everything at once. So somebody might say, I want this item delivered only in November. So even though we got it in September, we hold it. So it might physically be in that warehouse, but it doesn't mean I can sell it to you because it actually already belongs to another customer. So there are times where we make more inventory than is allocated for our wholesale customers. And then that inventory, we call it available to sell. So that's inventory that anybody, our wholesale customers or Tate and Yoko can use to replenish their inventory. We'll often replenish Tate and Yoko's inventory once every week or so. So if there is inventory in the main warehouse, we pull from it. Or sometimes like we might be holding on to an order for a customer, and then that customer, something happens, maybe they can't pay for it, or they cancel an order, whatever, something happens, and that inventory becomes free. So then maybe another wholesale customer wants it, they might take it. So there's kind of it's an up for grabs kind of situation. And then also sometimes there's customer exchanges. So a customer might buy a jacket, it's the wrong size, they send it back, and that inventory will go back into the Tate and Yoko warehouse. So it becomes available then. So that's why we have that back in stock notification on Tate and Yoko. So if you see that your size isn't there, you can enter your email, and if inventory becomes available, we'll send you an email the moment that stock comes back into stock. So the chances are that, look, it's not zero, right? It's not zero that something will not come back in stock. So if you're interested in it, put your email in, and we'll let you know. It's up to you, to buy it or not. But
the longer it's been since the release date, the chances would get
a little bit slimmer.
Yeah,
they get a little bit of a boost at the end of the season,
right,
because whatever's kind of sitting in our main warehouse will absorb all of that into Tate and Yoko. So I would say that at the end of a season, then the chances get a little bit lower.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope that all makes sense. C. Sanchez, my dream jean, an MIJ, Akuma fabric, and a natural indigo or green cast. Will the Akuma fabric ever come out in indigo? It could.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason why it can't. All right, keep that in mind. Okay, MC Digital, speaking of, how hard have you been trying, or how hard is it to get a Naked and Famous Marvel deal going? I've tried a few times. I've got an answer once from them, and their answer was that we're already doing a denim project, I guess at the time when I was speaking to them, and that was that. And then anytime I've tried to get in communication with them again, I never heard back. I would say that I wouldn't say that impossible, like that is never going to happen. I think I just need to talk to the right person. There's always a lot of people in that, at these companies that handle this kind of stuff. So it's just a matter of finding the right person who wants to make that project happen. Yeah. So I want to do an X-Men one. I really would love to do like 90s X-Men collab. That would be cool. All right. Okay, Fossil Draws. Question for Risa. Any good books or videos on learning embroidery?
Books or videos. I did watch a ton of mostly Instagram. I think there's a lot of people who are, and it's like there's no real tutorials. Like I learned how to work my machine from the machine guy who
set it up for us.
Yeah, who sold it to me, and just like basic of how it works, and then it came with the what do you call it? The
instruction manual.
Instruction manuals, and I watched a whole lot of like short videos and pictures, and just tried to figure out. Like it was a lot of like
trial and error.
Yeah, but there's also a Facebook group that helps like any newcomers, and so like if you have any questions, you can ask the Facebook group, and then there's like a bunch of like super helpful people who are just like trying to help you, and like a couple times I had a problem with the machine, and they all like
chipped in.
Yeah, so that's a good community.
Yeah. All right. Stormcaller writes, Marvel's loss. Other denim companies aren't as cool as Naked and Famous. Well, it's only their loss if it never happens. But I think one day we'll probably get that one. MC Dizzle, X-Men are the best. They are the reason I got into Marvel fandom. I'm assuming we're probably a similar age. We grew up in the late 80s and 90s and early 2000s. But like X-Men was like, that was I don't know. It was just like the top, I don't know. There's a lot of X-Men in my life growing up. All the kids loved X-Men. And
like
comic books, the cartoon show. The movies is kind of when I stopped. For me, it was when the movies came out. When I
was like a mid 2000s.
Yeah, I think my taste in comics were a little bit different, but definitely that Fox Kids TV show, the '90s cartoon, the theme song. That song is ingrained in my brain, for sure. Lee H, any collabs that have started because other organizations approached Naked and Famous? Yeah, I mean, the one that really kind of got us was Ghostbusters. They saw what we did with Dragon Ball, and they're like, we would love it if you guys could do something like that for Ghostbusters. And, we were like, really? Like, it's just kind of like being acknowledged, for your work, right? And so we were so happy to do that one. And that one, yeah, that there's an example there. The red plaid shirt behind you caught my eye. Can we see it? This one? I'm assuming it's that one. Or these ones. I gotta get up.
Or this one.
Or that. There's a couple of red flannels.
Well, it's not showing them.
Okay, let's show. Let me put that down. You can show those.
All right, this one is actually a really, really cool fabric. It's got these like
naps.
Yeah, vintagey like texture. It's got all these naps, and it's I don't know. It's hard to see.
It's hard to see.
Yeah.
We gotta find it. You can see it there.
Yeah.
The sleeve. But yeah, it's got a nice kind of vintage kind of texture and look to it. Yeah. Great red flannel here. And then this one here as well. It's the same fabric base, but in the darker color. Yeah, let's try to see if you can show it off real nice here. But you can see those kind of flecks in the fabric there.
This is spring
22. Yeah. Okay. Mr. Overlord, Elephant 11 is black or indigo. It is indigo. How many ounces? I think it's 21 ounces. 21 or 22. I'll have to double check. Okay. Based on your existing collaborations, it seems like Warner Brothers are fans of Naked Famous. Yes, I would agree. We've got a great partnership with the good people at Warner Brothers.
20 ounce.
20 ounces. 20 ounces. Okay. Regina Buenobra. I'm always screwing people's names up. Jim Lee, Chris Claremont era X-Men classic. Yeah, and you know what else I was really into Spawn and Todd McFarlane and what's his name? Turner. Michael Turner. Yeah, Michael Turner. He did a comic called Fathom that I was really into for a while. But he died young, unfortunately. But he was a great artist. Okay, you know what? I think we got to leave it there. Yes, Image Comics. I mean, Image was like the bad boy of comics, and they just kind of appeared, and you had the early days of Image were like Spawn, Wildcats, Savage Dragon, Pit. I don't know how many of these things are still going on anymore. What else was there? Brandon used to like Valiant comics. Those were. I had a couple of those, but I forget what properties they had. Valiant, it was like Starman or something. I don't remember. They're based in Portland now. Yes, Image Comics. No snacks. You know what? We haven't been out.
Snacks?
We haven't been out much in a while. So no snacks this week. Nighthawk. Yeah, Nighthawk. I remember that. Yeah, so no snack time this week. We'll have to we'll do a special Christmas edition snack time next week because the next live stream will be the Christmas Eve live stream with everybody. Yeah, Snowy did snack time earlier. It's true. All right. As much as I am indifferent to Spawn, he would make sense since Todd is Canadian too. Maybe a heavier weight Harley Quinn denim would match it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what a Spawn denim would be, but that could be a fun one one day. I would love to do an Image Comics, Marvel. We've done the DC with Batman. I can see us doing a little bit more DC stuff, but yeah, comic book stuff, we'll probably do a little bit more of it down the line. Okay. All right. We're going to leave it there. Unfortunately, no snack time this week, but next week we'll have a festive edition of the live stream.
Yeah, next wait, it's on the 24th, right?
Next week is 25th for us. So it's right. 24th evening for you guys. It'll be 25th morning. It'll be Christmas Day. It'll be the Christmas Day from Japan live stream. We'll have a lot of fun together. And then the one after that is New Year's Day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we're spending all of our holidays together with you guys. And we'll figure it out.
I don't know if we can do that.
I don't know what we're doing New Year's Day. Are we doing something New Year's Day?
We always do.
That time of morning?
Maybe a little bit later.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll figure it out, guys. You'll definitely hear from us. Naked Famous is the best denim on the planet Earth. You guys are the best fans on planet Earth. And we eat KFC. KFC is a traditional meal here in Japan for Christmas. Mm-hmm. I don't think we're going to be eating any KFC,
We didn't book
though.
it, so I don't think we can get it.
Yeah, you got to book that in advance, like weeks in advance. Like if you call KFC on Christmas Day here asking for chicken, they're going to laugh in your face. Like, are you crazy? But yeah, one time in Canada, we ordered KFC on Christmas Day just to do it. And it was doable, but impossible in Japan. Can't, like, if you go by the KFC here, they've got signs. Like, some of them will be like, oh, we're already sold out. Like, we will not have chicken for you on Christmas. Okay, we'll leave it there. Have a great evening, everybody. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you real soon. Be nice to somebody. Do something small for someone this weekend. And that's it. Thumbs up.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. Okay, bye, everyone.